notes about prayer. Daily prayer is essential on our walk of faith with Christ. We have to adjust the way that we view prayer. Prayer shouldn't seem like a burden to us. The Creator of the universe has made a way for us to commune with Him, which is such a privilege. He longs to talk to us. He longs for us to know Him. He anticipated a love relationship with you. He wants you to share all aspects of your life, even things that may seem meaningless. My hope is that you are not only encouraged by these prayer quotes, but you are also inspired to create a new rhythm of prayer in your life. Find a familiar place where you can go get alone with Him daily. What is prayer? Prayer is communication between us and the Lord. Prayer is a two-way conversation, and we cheapen it if all we do is talk. The best conversations that we will ever have are back and forth conversations. Make sure that you are allowing yourself to listen to God. There is so much that the Lord desires to tell you. Let's not only be good talkers, but also good listeners. 1. Prayer is simply a two-way conversation between you and God. 2. Prayer is the link that connects us with God. 3. I pray, not wish, because I have God, not a genie. 4. Wishing will never be a substitute of prayer. 5. Prayer, the world's greatest wireless connection. 6. Prayer is exhaling the spirit of man and inhaling the spirit of God. 7. Prayer is asking God to align you with His 7. Prayer is asking God to align you with His will rather than asking Him to be aligned with yours. 7. Prayer is asking God to align you with His will rather than asking Him to be aligned with yours. 8. Prayer is when you talk to God. Meditation is when God talks to you. 9. Prayer should not be regarded as a duty which must be performed, but rather as a privilege to be enjoyed. 10. As is the business of tailors to make clothes and cobblers to make shoes, so it is the business of Christians to pray. 11. Prayer is the one prime eternal condition by which the Father is pledged to put the Son in possession of the world. Christ prays through His people. 12. The value of persistent prayer is not that He will hear us, but that we will finally hear Him. 13. Prayer is a strong wall and fortress of the church. And 13. Prayer is a strong wall and fortress of the church. It is a goodly Christian weapon. 14. God does nothing but by prayer and everything with it. 15. Prayer is the open admission that 15. Prayer is the open admission that without Christ we can do nothing. And prayer is the turning away from ourselves to God in the confidence that He will provide the help we need. Prayer humbles us as needy and exalts God as wealthy. Never stop praying, quotes. Don't give up in prayer. Keep on going. It's so easy to get discouraged when you don't see our prayer being answered. However, preserve in prayer, although God may seem silent. Remember that God is always working. Jacob wrestled with God, and I encourage you to do the same. Jacob said, I will not let you go unless you bless me. Wrestle with God until the battle is won. Also be honest with God about how you feel. He is going to be Also be honest with God about how you feel. He is not going to be disappointed. Sometimes my prayer are, Lord, I feel discouraged. Please help me to pray. This is humbling myself before the Lord, realizing that I need Him in order to preserve in prayer. Keep on fighting in prayer. Don't give up before He answers. Don't give up before you truly experience Him in prayer. Seek Him and be open with Him. Seek Him and be open with Him while on your prayer journey. In every season that we are in, especially in hard times, two of the most impactful words that you should always remember are, He knows. Be honest with Him because He already knows. What also helps is to find another brother or sister in Christ to encourage you to get in prayer daily. 16. Good things come to those who believe, better things come to those who are patient, and best things come to those who don't give up. 17. We have to pray with our eyes on God, not on the difficulties. 18. Never stop praying, even after God gave you what you have prayed for. 19. Pray hardest when it's hardest to pray. 20. When praying for the Lord's will about something questionable, don't give up if you don't receive clear leading after one prayer. Just keep on praying until God makes it clear. 21. No one has failed who keeps trying and keeps praying. 22. Not to pray because you 22. Not to pray because you don't feel fit to pray is like saying, I will not take medicines because I'm too ill. Pray for prayer, pray yourself by the Spirit's assistance into a praying frame. 23. Any concern too small to be turned into a prayer is too small to be made into a burden. The power of prayer quotes. Never doubt the power of prayer. When I pray, I see things happen. When I don't, then I don't see things happen. It's simple. If we don't pray, then miracles won't happen. Don't allow what's in front of you to cause you to doubt what God can do. We can only see what our eyes allow us to see, but God sees the bigger picture. Prayer can change your situation in a moment. It's so comforting to know that our prayers cause God to intervene. Yes, ultimately, it's God's will. However, it is His will that you pray for something so that He can answer you. I believe we would see more success in our prayer lives if we would just pray for spiritual strength and a hunger, heart, and zeal for the Lord. Pray for spiritual and physical healing for sick family and friends. Pray for marriages and relationships to be resorted. There are so many things to pray about. It's up to you to pray for your loved ones. Don't doubt what God can do through you. Don't wait for New Year's Day to start. I encourage you to start praying today. Maybe your prayers are going to be what changes the world. 24. Prayer changes everything.